We are going to solve question number 316 from Irodov from hydrodynamics or fluid mechanics, and in the question it's given that two manometric tubes are mounted on a horizontal pipe of average cross section at the sections S1 and S2. Find the volume of water flowing across the pipe section per unit time if the difference in water column is equal to del H. And this is the corresponding figure or diagram for the questions. In this diagram it is seen that this is the inlet section and this is the outlet section of the pipe, and this is two different cross section areas whose area of cross section is S1 and S2 respectively, and manometric tubes are these two, and height of first manometric tube is x2 and height of second manometric tube is x1, and height difference between of the liquid column in two tubes is del H. Now let P1 is the pressure at the inlet section P1 and P2 is the pressure at outlet section or section S2, and its corresponding velocity at area of cross section S1 is V1 and velocity at area of cross section S2 is V2. For solving this question, we will first consider Bernoulli equation. So first consider Bernoulli equation at section 1 and 2. Bernoulli equation. So Bernoulli equation is P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho G plus rho G H1 equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho G H2. Now as we are seeing that the central line is same for both the area cross sections or both the tubes, then we can cancel this H1 and H2. So after cancelling, our equation will become P1 plus half rho P1 plus half rho V1 square equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square. Now we will consider the continuity equation for this tube. From the equation of continuity equation provides us area of cross section S1 into its corresponding volume S1 V1 equal to S2 V2. So from this equation we can write this as V1 will be equal to S2 V2 divided by S1. Now we'll substitute that this is our equation number 1 and this is our equation number 2. Now we'll substitute the value of V1 from equation number 2 in our equation number 1. So after substituting, our result will become P1 plus half rho into S2 V2 divided by S1 square plus that will be equal to P2 plus half rho V2 square. From this equation we will get P2 minus P1 will be equal to half rho S2 V2 S2 square V2 square divided by S1 square minus half rho V2 square. Now from this equation we can take the half rho V2 square as common. If we take rho V2 square as common, then our remaining term will be S2 square divided by S1 square minus 1. Now we will consider the pressure equation. If we consider the pressure equation, then we can from this figure, from this diagram, we can see that the pressure at this point is equal to 0. So pressure at this point will be P0 plus rho g x2, and pressure at the uppermost point on this tube is equal to 0. So 0 or P0 or atmospheric pressure. So pressure at this point will be P0 plus rho g x1. So from this equation we can write P1 will be P0 plus rho g x2, and P2 will be P0 plus rho g x1. So if we subtract these two equations, then we'll get P2 minus P1. P2 minus P1 will be equal to rho g x1 minus x2. Now the value of x1 minus x2 is equal to del H. So we can write P1 minus P2, P2 minus P1 is equal to rho g del H. Now we'll substitute. This is our equation number. This was our equation number 3, and this is our equation number 4. Now we'll substitute the value of P1 minus P2 from equation number 4 to our equation number 3. So if we substitute that value, then we'll get rho g del H will be equal to half rho V2 square into S2 square minus S1 square minus 1. Now we have to find our velocity V2. For finding that quantity, we'll cross multiply this. So our term will be V2 square will be equal to 2 rho g del H divided by 2 rho g del H divided by S2 square minus S2 square minus S1 square divided by S1 square. So our this term for velocity V2 square will be S1 square into 2 rho g del H divided by S2 square minus S1 square. So from this equation we can write the equation of V2 is equal to S1 into under root of 2 rho g del H divided by S2 rho g del H divided by S2 square minus S1 square. So this is our velocity V2. This is our equation number 5. Now the volume flow rate Q is defined as volume flow rate equal to S1 V1, and this is again equal to S2 V2. So now as the V2 is already present to us, then we can take this equation Q equal to S2 V2. So our volume flow rate Q will be equal to S2 into S1 under root 2 rho g del H divided by S2 square minus S1 square. Or again we can rearrange this. Then after rearranging, the Q or volume flow rate of water will be equal to Q equal to S1 S2 under root 2 rho g del H divided by S2 square minus S1 square. So this is our ultimate or final volume flow rate in the benchrometer. This is the our short volume flow rate. Volume flow rate.